Before we talk about improvement, before we talk about success, habits, routines, or any kind of progress, I need you to understand something deeper. I need you to understand why this matters. You were not placed on this earth by accident. You're not just here to exist, to survive, to pay bills and die. You were born with purpose, with power, with potential. God didn't breathe life into you for you to settle. You were designed to grow, to rise, to become something greater every single day. But here's the truth. Nothing changes until you change. Nothing gets better until you decide to get better. And that decision, that fight, it starts with the small things, daily things. See, the world will try to tell you improvement is optional, that you can drift through life and somehow land on greatness. But the truth? Greatness is intentional. It's built one day at a time in silence, in struggle, in sacrifice. It's not about talent alone. It's about the things you choose to work on when nobody's watching. The battles you fight when there's no applause. That's where transformation happens. And I promise you, if you commit to improving these 10 things every single day, not once in a while, not when it's convenient, but every single day, your life will not look the same a year from now. You'll think different, walk different, speak different. You'll carry yourself with purpose because you'll know you're becoming who God created you to be. So lock in with me, stay with me till the end, because what I'm about to share with you, it's not just a list, it's a blueprint for your growth, your discipline, your destiny. And if you're ready to level up, not just once, but daily, then let's go. Let's grow. Discipline is the foundation of every great achievement. It's not the loudest quality, but it's the one that carries you through the silence of effort and the grind of repetition. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when your body craves rest. It's saying no to distractions when comfort calls. Discipline is the quiet commitment that doesn't rely on motivation. It's the promise you make to yourself and keep day in and day out. It gives you structure, focus, and the ability to control your impulses. While others chase short-term pleasure, the discipline invests in long-term growth. Discipline builds habits and habits build futures. When motivation fades, discipline remains. Whether it's fitness, faith, business, or your dreams, discipline touches every part of your journey. It demands sacrifice, patience, and a long vision. It tells you that success doesn't come from bursts of inspiration, but from showing up when it's hard. As you practice discipline, it strengthens like a muscle. It shapes your thinking, controls your emotions, and keeps you focused on what matters. Discipline pushes you past your limits and forces you to grow. It separates those who wish from those who work. Talent may give you a head start, but discipline is what carries you across the finish line. It helps you keep going when others quit and to stand strong when everything says stop. Discipline might feel like a burden at first, but in time it becomes your power. It gives you freedom, the freedom to live on your terms with clarity and direction, a life of purpose where you don't just chase dreams, you build them one step at a time. Mindset is the engine behind every action you take. It's the way you see the world and, more importantly, how you see yourself. If you believe you're capable, your actions follow that belief. If you doubt yourself, you hesitate, you shrink, you second guess. That's why developing a strong, positive, and resilient mindset is non-negotiable if you want to grow every day. A powerful mindset starts with understanding that failure isn't the end, it's a teacher. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson shapes you into someone stronger. The mindset of a champion isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's the voice that says, I can try again even after falling flat. A strong mindset doesn't depend on the outside world for approval, it builds strength from within. You don't wait for the perfect moment when your mind is right. You train your mind to create the moment. You learn to quiet the noise, to stay grounded when chaos surrounds you. And above all, you learn to speak to yourself with power. Positive self-talk is fuel for the mind. When your thoughts align with strength, faith, and confidence, your actions follow with boldness. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing what thoughts deserve space in your life. A weak mindset can't carry a strong dream. That's why you have to feed your mind with focus, truth, and discipline daily. Every day you wake up, you're given two choices, to believe in doubt or to believe in growth. The mindset you choose affects every word you speak, every challenge you face, every opportunity you chase. The right mindset transforms fear into fuel, pain into purpose, and struggle into strength. It's not magic, it's mental discipline practiced daily until it becomes who you are deep down. Habits are the daily bricks that build the life you dream of. What you do consistently shapes who you become over time. Success doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do every single day, even when no one's watching. That's why improving your habits is one of the most powerful ways to grow as a person. The smallest habits, done with discipline, compound into massive results. Waking up early, eating clean, reading a few pages, writing down your goals, staying off social media for a while. These things may seem small, but they build character. Habits don't just create outcomes, they create identity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're telling your mind, this is who I am now. Changing your habits means changing your story. If you want to be fit, develop the habit of moving daily. If you want to be wise, develop the habit of learning daily. If you want peace, practice gratitude and stillness daily. The key is not to rely on motivation, but to build a routine that pulls you forward. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. Good habits pull you closer to purpose, while bad habits slowly push you further from it. The best part is, you don't have to do everything all at once. One habit at a time, one step at a time, and suddenly you're becoming someone unrecognizable in the best way. Every successful person you admire didn't just stumble into greatness. They built it brick by brick, habit by habit, day after day. They didn't let their feelings decide their actions, they let their principles shape their rhythm, and once those habits became part of who they were, success didn't feel like pressure, it felt like the natural result of living with purpose and direction. Focus is the ability to shut out the noise and give your full energy to what truly matters. In a world filled with distractions, staying focused is a superpower. Every ping, every scroll, every unnecessary conversation pulls your attention away from your purpose. That's why focus isn't just about concentration, it's about elimination. It's about removing what doesn't serve you so you can pour into what does. When you learn to focus, you stop reacting to everything around you and start acting with intention. You stop chasing 10 different things and start mastering one. You stop trying to please everyone and start honoring your own path. Focus is the discipline to say no, even to good things, so you can say yes to the best things. When you're focused, time works in your favor. You can do more in one focused hour than most people do in a distracted day. Focus helps you align your actions with your goals. It keeps you sharp, alert, and prepared. It allows you to go deep rather than wide, to develop mastery instead of mediocrity. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they spread themselves too thin. Focus is the art of narrowing your view so your impact can go deep. When your focus is right, your energy multiplies, your direction becomes clear, and your confidence starts to grow from the results you're seeing. You don't need more time, you need more focus. If you spend your days distracted, jumping from task to task, goal to goal, you'll stay stuck in the same place year after year. But if you choose to eliminate distractions, set clear priorities, and give your full heart to what matters, you'll be amazed at how far you can go in less time. Focus isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about locking in, staying committed, and not letting the outside world dictate your inner direction. Gratitude is the anchor that keeps your spirit grounded no matter what storm you're facing. It's easy to get caught up chasing the next goal, the next win, the next level of success. But if you forget to appreciate what you already have, you'll always feel empty. Gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means acknowledging the blessings in your life while still working towards something greater. It's the mindset that turns what you have into enough and opens the door for more. When you start each day with gratitude, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. You stop seeing obstacles and start seeing opportunities. You stop asking why me and start saying thank you. Gratitude builds resilience. When life hits hard, a grateful heart finds strength in the small things. The roof over your head, the breath in your lungs, the people who love you. These are not small things, they are foundations. Gratitude keeps you from becoming bitter even when life feels unfair. It helps you find peace in the present and strength for the future. A grateful mindset changes your energy, your attitude, and your perspective. It reminds you that even in pain, there is purpose. Even in loss, there is love. Even in struggle, there is growth. Practicing gratitude every day doesn't take much. It could be writing down 3 things you're thankful for, speaking them aloud in prayer, or simply taking a quiet moment to reflect. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Gratitude rewires your brain to look for good instead of problems. It helps you become more content, more joyful, more patient. It's a daily reminder that you're already blessed, and that acknowledgement attracts even more blessing. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a daily practice that turns your heart into fertile ground for growth, peace, and purpose. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you're capable of becoming. It's the daily decision to keep showing up even when motivation runs out, even when no one is watching, even when everything in you wants to quit. Discipline is what separates dreamers from doers. Everyone wants success, but not everyone is willing to pay the price it demands. And the currency of that price is discipline. It's waking up early when your bed feels warm. It's hitting the gym when your body feels tired. It's studying, grinding, working, creating, and building when distractions scream louder than your goals. Discipline is uncomfortable, but so is staying stuck. When you choose discipline, you're not being hard on yourself. You're being honest with yourself. You're choosing growth over comfort, purpose over pleasure, results over excuses. Because every excuse is easy to find, but discipline is rare, and that's why it's powerful. Discipline doesn't just build routines, it builds respect. It makes you someone people can count on. More importantly, it makes you someone you can count on. And that internal trust, that inner accountability becomes the fuel that keeps you moving forward long after the hype fades away. Discipline teaches you to delay gratification so you can gain greater rewards. You start to realize that freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want whenever you want. It comes from doing what needs to be done so you can live how you want later. Discipline today is the investment that pays off tomorrow. The stronger your discipline, the fewer regrets you carry. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're proving to yourself that your goals matter, your vision matters, and your future matters. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Because when discipline becomes your daily rhythm, success becomes your natural result. Confidence isn't about being loud or flashy. It's about being rooted. It's knowing who you are even when life tries to shake you. Confidence is built, not born. It's the quiet strength that comes from keeping your promises to yourself. Every time you do what you said you would do, whether it's waking up early, finishing that task, or speaking up when it's uncomfortable, you're stacking bricks of belief in yourself. That's what real confidence is, earned belief, not fake hype, not arrogance. It's the result of consistent action, discipline, and self-respect. The more you show up for yourself, the more your spirit stands tall, even in silence. Confidence isn't just for the good days. It's even more important on the hard ones. When everything is uncertain, when you feel out of place, your inner confidence reminds you that you belong, that you've earned your space, and that you can handle what's ahead. It doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you trust yourself to figure them out. True confidence is humble. It listens, it learns, it grows. It knows there's always more to master, but it doesn't shrink in fear. It steps forward in faith. You don't wait to feel confident before you act. You act and the confidence catches up. Confidence also means rejecting the need for approval. You stop living for applause and start living with alignment. You stop asking for permission and start owning your path. And the more you operate from your truth, the more powerful you become. Because confidence doesn't shout, it doesn't need to. It just walks in the room and speaks for itself. It carries itself with peace, purpose, and clarity. And once you've built it from the inside out, nobody can take it from you. Not rejection, not failure, not even fear. Patience is the quiet strength that allows you to endure through the journey, even when the destination feels far out of reach. It's the ability to stay calm and consistent when things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. In today's world of instant gratification, patience feels like a lost art, but it is one of the most essential virtues for anyone striving for greatness. Patience isn't about doing nothing while you wait. It's about trusting the process and staying committed to your goals even when the results aren't immediate. Success takes time. And it's in that waiting period, that moment of uncertainty, that you develop the character to handle the success when it comes. When you practice patience, you learn to trust that the work you put in today will pay off in the future. You don't rush the process because you understand that growth takes time. You know that the foundation you're building now will support the future you envision. Every setback, every delay, every failure becomes a lesson, not a reason to quit. You don't lose your hope because you understand that all things worth having take time. Like planting a seed and nurturing it, patience means doing the hard work without seeing immediate results, but knowing the harvest will come. Patience also allows you to handle obstacles with grace. When the unexpected happens, when things go wrong, patience gives you the wisdom to respond with calm and clarity instead of frustration and panic. It helps you keep your focus on the bigger picture rather than getting lost in the small, temporary challenges. Patience teaches you the importance of timing, recognizing when to act and when to wait, when to push forward and when to step back. It empowers you to stay the course, even when the path isn't clear, knowing that your consistent effort will eventually lead you to success.